Hello, I decided to talk again. I had an epiphany this morning. Hi. And I decided to make a big girl decision today. My big girl decision is I am not dating anymore. Only because it is redundant for me. It may not be redundant for everybody else, but it is redundant for me. Because if you give people an ultimate amount of love and appreciation and respect, and you show them what it is, and they want to take your kindness for weakness, thinking that you're a punk or a pussy or something, which they find out you're not at the end of the day. But anyway, it makes no sense for me to allow myself to be put into something that's going to be like a game or something childish. And it's really totally always the person's decision what they want to do in life with themselves. So on that note, I am not dating anymore. I have 2 children. I have a boy and a girl. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to do what I have to do in life. I think that's more important than trying to build something with opinionated people that don't know themselves. It's a waste of my time. It's like trying to go into an illusion all the time and never knowing what reality is. And you gotta waste your time in an illusion opposed to going forward in life, you know. And I'm bored. I always think I kind of was bored. Now that I think about it, and now I see like the way girls act, they make it really hard for me to be me around guys, because guys go for that shit because it's easy. And I realized that in the past I have made it easy, or I have given myself too easy, or I had given myself over to people that I didn't even trust yet. So that was easy, you know. Or else I thought I trusted and I couldn't trust at the end of the day. So it's all an illusion, and it's built for you. But why do you do that? Like, why not just go in as who you are? That's why I gotta constantly tell people when they come at me, because it's usually young guys or guys that act young, you know. In the great words of Fab, I don't have time to kid you, I gotta adult you. So I have to tell people I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? You may be looking at me and I look a different age, but I am 40 years old. So I've seen a lot of stuff. So when you're looking at me for the first time, I'm not looking at the shit you do for the first time, you know? So it gets annoying. And I don't have time to play the games because I look cute and you want to see what I look like when I get mad, because nobody wants to sit around mad all day, you know? So my personal choice is I don't want to date at all. I don't want to date. So that means that I don't want to be in a relationship, and that means I don't ever want to be married. And I really made this decision right now, because I look at it when I allow people in after the fact. Like, it could be years down the line, months, it could be a fucking week, it could be 3 days, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, what a waste of time. And I'm sure other people feel like that with others, and that's why they do things like that when they get somebody that acts really kind. Only because I read a lot and I hear what the science is saying you're supposed to be doing. So I try to implement that in front of you, and you just don't get it. And then you say I don't get something because you're timing everything. that's not, I mean, that's how you do it, but that's not how everybody has to do it. It's just not it, you know? Life is simple. We make it hella lot of complicated. Like, people misconstrue wording nowadays. Like, when I say I love you, that's more like I have a bond for you. Like, I appreciated what you did, so I love you because you got a heart to do something extra than what should have been done. But when I say I love you, even to the I'm not a lesbian. I don't like pussy. I got my own. Yeah. And I love it all by itself. I don't need another pussy rubbing up against it. I don't. If you choose that, that's your business. That's not my business. But anyway, it's a certain way you do things. And if I don't see it, I don't have to accept it. It's written in so many languages and so many dialects and so many books, but we would have to read to figure that out. And that's another thing. If you're not evenly yoked with people, don't set yourself up with them, because somebody's gonna end up hating somebody. That's why people hate me from a distance, and it's never a stress on me, really stressed. I got my own things to go on in my motherfucking house that I try to get and keep sustained. So I have to do that first before I end up doing anything with anybody. And the more I sit around and y'all want to deplete each other opposed to building each other up, I don't want to do it with y'all. There's other people out there that will do it, and I want to do it with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I think us as a people waste our time too much doing the same shit that we told the person we don't like, just to prove a point. What point are you proving? That you don't like it? No, you're not. You love it. That's the only point you're proving. So I don't want to date. When I'm focused on what I want to do. I'm not focused on who I want to join along with me to do it. If it flows and we connect and it just works, let's do it. If it doesn't, let go and move on. That's it. I'm not dating. I'm not wanting any numbers. I'm not none of that, because I'm not any of that is being brought to the table. And sorry to say, but I'm out the game. I'm not part of it. And I hope a lot of people see this video and realize that I'm really not in this thing y'all are creating in front of me. It's boring. I don't care for it. There's other things that can be done in life, and it's not to sit up and waste time outside of yourself. It's to build self and funnel it out to build the world, and it just keeps generating. So dating, marriage, relationship, and stuff like that is the furthest thing from my mind, even if it's the first thing on everybody else's mind. I don't have to think like everybody else, because I am myself, and I don't know everybody else, and everybody else don't know me, so that's fine. It's certainly fine, I think. So I came up with a grown folk idea. I am not in the game. It is not for me. And if you like to play games, do it. And don't get mad at your children when they want you to play games with them. Okay? Because those that don't play games and they see their children doing it, get it in, so your children don't end up like these grown folk you got to deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I personally feel. And I don't hate anybody. I don't have nothing against you. I'm just bored with you. Like, if it's a show for me, I'm bored with you. I want to switch the channel. Like, it's boring. It's boring. It's boring as fuck.